Good morning, children. How are you all? Yes, I know you all are keeping fine. Good day to you, my dear children. Welcome to Class 7 Social Science Recorded Session 2. Today's topic is the Earth, a treasure of rock materials. Actually speaking, a rock is a naturally occurring solid substance made up of mixture of minerals. All rocks are not hard, my dear children. Sometimes they are very hard. For example, granite. Sometimes soft also. For example, chalk, clay, etc. These rocks are found in different sizes and colors. The study who does about rocks are called geologists. Actually speaking, there are three types of rocks. First one, igneous rocks. Second one, sedimentary rocks. And the third one is the metamorphic rocks. When you see a map, so many thoughts, ideas, doubts, etc. will come to your mind. Some are soft, some are hard. Why these differences are noted by us? Now, we discuss about the igneous rocks. Okay. The word igneous means coming out of fire. Once again I repeat, the word igneous means coming out of fire. That means they are formed due to intensive heat and pressure where molten materials called magma comes out. Once it is coming out, and what happens? It solidifies over the Earth's surface as lava. What happens? It solidifies over Earth's surface as lava. You might have heard about lava. What is lava? Can you say now? Lava is the substance what is coming out of volcano. It will have very high temperature. Okay. Then after coming out, this lava undergoes cooling and solidification inside the earth and forms intrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive igneous rocks. Can you give some example for this rock? For example, granite. Okay. Once again, I'll repeat. Due to cooling and solidification of magma inside the earth helps to form intrusive igneous rocks. For example, granite. Next, if it cools over the earth surface, it forms extrusive igneous rocks. If it cools over the surface of the earth, it forms extrusive igneous rocks. For example, basalt. Now, another important thing, this cooling process, which happens slowly inside the earth, helps to form crystals for these rocks, crystal shape for these rocks. If the cooling is very slow, crystals will be large. Example, once again I'll repeat. If cooling is slow inside the earth, the size of the crystals will be very large. In general, what happens, slow cooling inside the earth results in large size crystals, and igneous rocks are called primary rocks as they, they were formed the first over the earth's surface. Igneous rocks are also called primary rocks as they were formed first over the earth's surface. Igneous rocks are subjected to weathering, denudation over the years by the agents of gradation. It is a continuous process, and what happens? As the rivers carry small rock pieces, other small dust particles, twigs, etc., they will be deposited after a certain period by these rivers or oceans, and they will be deposited in the ocean beds or river beds. These deposits are called sediments, which will be in layers one over the other. These sediments are in layers. These deposits are accumulated one above the other, and it is very long process, and many years passes. This depositing process goes on. What will happen? These deposited materials undergoes so much heat and pressure. That heat and pressure brings lot of change to the deposited things. They become hard, and sedimentary hard rocks are formed. Sedimentary rocks are always hard. For example, sandstone. Then when we check different types of rocks, how they are layered, that process we call as stratified rocks. Sometimes remains of animals, plants, etc. will be getting buried and trapped under these layers for a long period. That substances converted into coal, oil, natural gas, etc. These things are called fossil fuels. Why are they called fossil fuels? Because they are good source of energy, as well as these fossil fuels have a great economic importance all over the world. They are useful in different vehicles, different industries, different other purposes, etc. It is our responsibility to not to waste all these fossil fuels. Now, let us discuss about igneous rocks or sedimentary rocks and how these metamorphic rocks are formed. Once again, I repeat, igneous rocks are formed due to intensive heat and pressure. Then, after certain time, they solidify and they will be accumulated on the surface of the earth like lava. Then what happens? Because of the heat and pressure, certain changes again they undergo and they becomes harder and harder. For example, granite is the igneous rock. Again, it undergoes heat and pressure for many years, and that changes into metamorphic rock. That is another example I can give you here. Gneiss, Gneis, gneiss. There are igneous rocks and metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks are formed due to intensive heat and pressure. More than that, this metamorphic rocks undergoes heat and pressure. And for example, granite is formed as igneous rock, but again it undergoes through certain and more heat and pressure that changes into gneiss, 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 gneiss. That is a metamorphic rock. Can you name some light rocks? Yes. Limestone. First, if we say limestone is a sedimentary rock, first process. But it undergoes so much pressure and heat that sedimentary rock changes into metamorphic rock. So, limestone is the sedimentary rock and it undergoes certain changes and became the marble, which is a metamorphic rock. Similarly, shale may be transformed into slate with great pressure. Once again, I repeat, shale may be converted into slate. Shale may be converted into slate, which undergoes lot of pressure, and we get first sedimentary rock, from that again metamorphic rock. Now we discuss about how these sedimentary rocks are formed in layers. As the river or ocean carries so many dust particles, so much dust particles, twigs, small pieces of rocks, etc. The water becomes very heavy with these deposits. It stops or it drops these things, and years by years this deposition goes on, and these deposited things undergoes lot of changes due to heat and pressure, and thick hard rocks are formed. They are called sedimentary rocks. Otherwise, layers and layers together, it undergoes so many years of process. These layers are called stratified rocks. They are not deposited always at a time. It takes so many years. For example, sandstone is formed through this process. Clay, that is another example. Okay. Very important thing to remember, the fossil fuels importance. What are fossil fuels? Oil, natural gas, coal-like substances are fossil fuels. We are very familiar with these fossil fuels. They are alternative source of energy. Okay, that got lot of economic importance. Many times people will think of these energy resources not to waste because it creates problem for the entire people, the entire world. So all countries are very much careful about the judicial use of these resources. Now, next one, igneous rocks or sedimentary rocks will undergo a lot of changes. Already we discussed because of the heat as well as pressure. They are called metamorphic rocks. First, granite is formed. It undergoes lot of heat and pressure and it changes into gneiss. Another example, I am repeating again, limestone, sedimentary rock. Again, that undergoes lot of heat and pressure. That limestone, which is a sedimentary rock, changes into marble, very hard. That is metamorphic rock. Like that, shale into slate. That is also a metamorphic rock, slate. Sedimentary rock is shale, metamorphic rock is slate. Minerals, now let us discuss about. What are minerals? Minerals are solid inorganic substances of natural occurrence. Once again I repeat, the solid organic substance of natural occurrence. Naturally they are. It is not made in any company or any other place. It is a natural process, natural occurrence it is. Sometimes a rock can be with a single or with a combination of several minerals. So many minerals are there. Can you give some examples? Yes, gold, silver, bauxite, etc. are good examples of minerals. Then let us discuss about diamond. Have you children, have you heard about diamond anytime? Yes, definitely. Diamond is the hardest substance, it is a hardest mineral, but at the same time graphite is the softest one. This graphite is black and greasy in nature. Now let us discuss about how these minerals are useful to us. These minerals are known to us, familiar to us, and we use them in different purposes. For example, we can name them, we can identify them on the basis of their color, hardness, luster, etc. These minerals will help people to get a lot of resources. In certain rocks, small or in large quantities, we can see the presence of minerals. Salt is also a mineral which we use every day in our life, in our food. That is also one mineral. Now, minerals are identified on the basis of their color, hardness, luster, etc. And which mineral is more in that, it is named after that mineral. Now let us discuss about the living organisms which do not survive inside the earth. Why? The question is like this. Why living organisms do not survive inside the earth? You just now we discussed the deposited things undergoes so much of pressure and change, heat, etc. That helps organisms that will not help living organisms to survive inside the earth. Next one. Earthquakes and volcanoes are caused by internal disturbances. Many times you come across with earthquake. Sometimes you will hear about volcanoes. There is a live volcano in Nicobar Islands. Okay, now it is very active than earlier period. So people are not allowed to go to that island because there is still lava comes out with a great speed. So the restriction to Nicobar Island, there is a active volcano. People now cannot watch. This many years it was open to the public and they can see. Now it is restricted. Okay, such general information. Now, next doubt to ask was, respective layers of the earth from top to bottom are what? Crust, mantle and core. Okay. Now, the thickness of the hardness of the rocks is varying from place to place. There are hardest substances, there are light substances, etc. Now there is a question for you. Who can answer? Danya? Okay. All of you keep ready. To whom I put the question, they have to give the answer. Give a special feature of the sedimentary rock. Keep your note-taking book ready. Note down the questions and give me the answer one by one. Write a special feature of sedimentary rocks. Second question is, how metamorphic rocks are formed? How metamorphic rocks are formed? How are they formed? For example, rocks which originally are igneous or sedimentary in nature, but it undergoes again some changes. Its character, appearance, etc. changes due to heat and pressure. Again, that first formed sedimentary rock, because of heat and pressure and passage of time, becomes metamorphic rock. For example, granite is a igneous rock, but it undergoes lot of change and pressure, which would be named as, which is named as gneiss. Okay, Gneis.